Well, good morning, Leslie. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good, Kat. How are you?
I'm doing fine. First off, thank you so much for allowing me to have this interview with you. I know how passionate you are in mortgage lending, but I would like to introduce you to our audience. Everybody, this is Leslie Ziemba-Crosby, and she is with Lend First Mortgage. And we're going to just talk a little bit about your profession and get to know you a little bit, Leslie. So the first question is, why mortgage lending? What is your why?
My why. I have a couple of whys, and not to bore everybody, but I'll make the long story as short as possible. So I've been in and around real estate pretty much my entire life. My grandmother was a broker. My mom was a realtor. My sister was a realtor, and my sister now is partner of a title company. And my husband was also a realtor for 7 years. So I've just kind of been in and around it pretty much my whole life. But I was coaching full time for about 7 or 8 years. And I started coaching a lot of real estate agents, just about empowerment coaching and goal setting and really going after what they wanted, what their why was. So I really, had looked into getting into lending many years ago, but I was a single mom and, it was just too scary at that time. So at this point in time in my life, I thought, coaching and something with real estate and, being there for clients kind of just goes hand in hand. So it was a very easy transition from coaching full time into doing mortgages. And, but as far as like my why, my biggest reason is, I love helping people. I love helping people get what they want and seeing them succeed. So, that just gives me like such a reward, just like that excitement and being part of somebody's journey. But my biggest real why is my kids and grandchildren. So I've got 2 children that are 26 and almost 28. And I've got 2 grandbabies that are 6 and 3. And I've got a third grandbaby on the way, a grandson, who is due in 3 days. So
congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, how exciting.
So I am actually in Pennsylvania right now, where my daughter lives with the grandbabies. She moved up here during COVID time. So that's part of my why is like, we have a house here. So this is my office here in Pennsylvania, and I can work from anywhere. So being able to be, kind of up and down the East Coast with the kids and, still being able to work. It's a Monday and I'm working from Pennsylvania, but yet, I'm available to be here for my daughter this week. So but still, able to work from anywhere. So being in this business, being able to, number one, help people and be a big part of their journey and their exciting, one of the biggest exciting times of their life. And then also being able to just be, be able to travel and work from anywhere. That's really why I do what I do and why I love this career.
Wow, so inspirational. And you know what, Leslie, that right there, that's the reason why we connect so well, because you're a coach and you love people, and same with me. And so I know I met you right when I first started real estate, and we just connected, and just how you communicate with my clients, and you're there for them no matter what time of day it is, no matter where you're at. So you do definitely put in your 100%, and that's just phenomenal. You're so great at what you do, and it comes natural. I feel like with you, you can really, no matter how old the client is, you can definitely make magic work, and get us to the closing table, and it's just phenomenal. I was just thinking, how many clients have we done together? We've done several transactions together, which is phenomenal. So you are definitely my go-to, and you back up with everything that you said. And I appreciate that so much. All my clients love you, and that's what it's about.
Thank you.
That's what it's about.
I try being a problem solver too. That I think is the
Oh my
biggest
gosh.
thing in real estate right now, and in the climate that we're in. There's not a lot of just easy deals. It's not an easy time for a lot of people. So just knowing that when something is brought to me and my team, we're going to find a way. If there's a way, we're going to find it. So that, that I think makes a big difference too. Like, I'm not just going to throw in the towel if it's not, not something easy. So I kind of pride myself and my team on that as well.
And it shows. It definitely shows. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Leslie.
Sure, you're welcome.
So now my why.
Okay.
Why?
So for you, I know, a lot of, we've had a lot of personal time together, which is, our relationship is really strong, and I love you as a person and know a bit of your background. But so what is your why? Like, what makes you tick and get up and want to go and succeed every day?
Yeah. Just like you, I love to help people. I'm passionate to nurture my clients. I am a teacher by nature. Prior to real estate, I was a program director over a dental assisting program at Trident Technical College, which is a local community college. I did that for 7 years. Prior to that, I was in the dental field, and I could do all aspects of the dental office. So I grew a lot of relationships. I am born here in Charleston, Goose Creek, actually, little city, and born and raised here. I'm a local, and about almost 4 years ago, my husband passed away. He was my high school sweetheart, and I have 2 children. And COVID hit, and the whole world shut down. In the midst of COVID, before it shut down the world, I was taking my real estate classes at night. And I've always wanted to be in some type of sales to help, people, and dental sales just didn't really, spark my interest as well. And since I was a teenager, our family realtor, Shirley Phillips, actually with Carolina One, was my biggest mentor in real estate. And I would love to get in her Jaguar and drive around as a kid, with my parents looking for homes. And she helped my husband, that passed. We bought our first home with her, bought our second home with her. And just the relationship that she had with me and with my family was genuine, and it was real. And I'm like, you know what? This lady really knows what she's doing. And, she's creating relationships and helped my parents, buy and sell homes. And now she's helping me, my kid, my parents' kids. So I'm just like, wow, this is awesome. So she was a really big mentor, and she helped me during the process when I lost my husband to sell my home and helped me get the home that I'm in. And it just always was very interesting to me. And so I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to try that. Why not? And I had the conversation, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try it and do it, and I took the classes. And COVID shut down the testing center. So I had to wait like 6 months. I lost everything that I learned, in the class and reading the books. But I finally passed my real estate test, my national and state, and I got my license. And so right there, I was like, you know what? I can do this. Now, I was a single mom. I quit my state job, cold turkey, just quit it, and jumped 100% into real estate. Was it scary? Absolutely.
I bet.
But I am a risk taker, and I'm very driven. And I'm like, you know what? If I want something really bad, I'm going to go out for it. And so I did it. And since then, I've been in real estate. September 23rd will be 2 years for me in real estate. And
awesome.
so I've actually, exceeded my goals my first year, and hopefully I will exceed them my second year. And God has definitely carried me this whole entire way. And I do it for my kids. I do. I want to be able to leave them with real estate. I know that real estate, it doesn't devalue or depreciate. And it's just a phenomenal investment, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm just so excited to be able to, you know, leave that with my kids, you know, because nobody can take that away. And I
Right.
do it for my two children. Absolutely. Just like you.
Awesome. I
Yeah.
love it. I mean, and such a great example that you're setting for them too.
Yes. And, you know, my
Yeah.
daughter, she'll be 18 in February and she wants to get her real estate
Does
license.
she?
And
Awesome.
so I told her, I was like, Kinsey, you can do it. You can
Yeah,
definitely do it.
that's
But
fantastic.
you know, the people that I've met in my journey, they're my family now, you
Yeah.
know, and you know, several of them.
Yep.
And, you know, I get attached, you
Me
know,
too.
my niche is first time home buyers. I love to nurture my first time home buyers and
Mhm.
walk them and hold their hands every step of the way, you know, because I have patience for them.
Right.
And you have to have patience in this industry.
For sure.
And you really
Yeah.
got to love people and,
Mhm.
you know, be able to communicate with all kinds of people. And so that's why I love what I do.
Fantastic.
Yes. Well, thank you so
Awesome.
much, Leslie.
You're welcome.
I
I,
appreciate you.
yeah, absolutely. I enjoyed it. It's always good to hear somebody's why. And I think it's a great, um, it's good for somebody to be able to explain their why too. Sometimes it just kind of solidifies it and gets it a little bit deeper into your unconscious mind and, you know, helps you to articulate it more.
You know, sharing your story with people, because you never know anyone's walk of life. And,
Absolutely.
you know, I feel like when you get to know people like that,
Mhm.
it becomes a different level.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
you know, they'll be able to come to you and you'll be their lifetime realtor and
Right.
mortgage lender forever.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
they won't think of anyone else. And you want to have that memorable, you know, experience with your professional. So, and
Absolutely.
we both definitely strive for that.
I think God oftentimes will take you through the fire so that you know how to, you know, best support somebody else through it. You know, how many maybe single moms would connect with you as their agent, or moms that lost their spouse,
Absolutely.
that, you know, just knowing your story and getting that out there can help, you know, connect you with somebody. I spoke to a client the other day who was going through a divorce, and she's got 2 kids and they have a house to sell. And I've been there, I've gone through that myself. So, you know, we ended up talking so much more about personal stuff and how to deal with, you know, where they are right now in divorce. You know, that was so much more important than, you know, do you
The
qualify
lending part.
for a house? Yeah,
Yeah.
you'll qualify, it'll be fine, we'll find a way to make it work. But, you know, how are you doing? How are you dealing with it right now? You know, and
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I think that's big. So getting your story out there and, you know, letting people know who you are other than just a realtor is really important.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much,
Awesome.
Leslie.
You're welcome.
All right. Big
Take
hugs.
care.
All
You
right.
too.
Bye.
Bye.